Toni Tennille once said, quote, "I loved him, but he was impossible in many ways." The words spoken by Toni would resonate for years to come. The love story of Toni Tennille and Daryl Dragon, better known as Captain from the famous musical duo Captain and Tennille, captivated the public for nearly 4 decades. Their relationship was as complex as it was iconic, marked by both incredible success and deep personal struggles. Their marriage, which lasted nearly 40 years, brought them fame, unforgettable hits, and a place in pop music history. However, behind the chart toppers and the fame, their bond was shaped by emotional distance, heartbreak, and a search for connection that was often elusive. Tennille recently shared some poignant words about her final moments with Daryl Dragon before his passing. These words reveal the complexity of their love story and the depth of their connection, despite the challenges. To understand the significance of her final words, we must look back at their journey from the early years. Captain and Tennille skyrocketed to fame in the 1970s with their hit song Love Will Keep Us Together, which topped the charts in 1975. Daryl's nickname Captain came from his time as a keyboardist for the Beach Boys, where he famously wore a captain's hat. The duo met in 1972 when Tennille needed a keyboardist for a musical, and that very moment it was magic between them. They became a musical duo, and later, ironically, their relationship would blossom as husband and wife. Their success included a hit TV show, multiple platinum records, and a string of chart-topping songs. However, despite the public image of a fairy tale romance, their personal lives told a different story. They married in 1975, influenced by pressure from their record label and advice from an accountant about tax benefits, something Tennille will talk about later in interviews. Despite their deep love, their relationship was fraught with emotional distance, particularly due to Dragon's reserved nature, shaped by a strict upbringing under his overbearing father. Famed conductor Carmen Dragon. He struggled with intimacy and, despite decades together, never uttered the words, "I love you." Tennille channeled her love for him into songs like "The Way I Want to Touch You" and "Do That to Me One More Time," which she considered love letters to Dragon. By 2014, after years of emotional struggle, Tennille made the difficult decision to divorce him. She felt it was necessary for her own well-being, though she continued to care for him deeply. In 2018, when Dragon's health deteriorated, Tennille moved closer to him in Prescott, Arizona, to provide support and ensure he received proper care. When Dragon's condition worsened in January 2019 and he entered hospice care, Tennille remained by his side. In his final moments, she whispered, "I know you're there, and I want you to know that I loved you anyway," before he passed away. Despite their turbulent relationship, Tennille cherished the musical bond they shared, and their legacy continues through their timeless songs. Tennille's final words to Dragon reflect a profound truth. Sometimes love endures, even if it cannot overcome all obstacles. Their story serves as a reminder that, despite the imperfections of a relationship, the beauty of their music and the connection they had in that realm will live on. What are your thoughts on their relationship? Can you relate to the disconnection that sometimes happens in relationships, especially those that can't share their feelings?